Hello, my name is Pedro Fabian, and this is my EECS 120B Multimeter Embedded Systems project. This is the on switch. This is the resolution switch. This turns on data hold mode. This turns on voltage mode, current mode, and power mode. These are status LEDs. From left to right, this is voltage, current, power, data hold, and danger. So if I turn on the multimeter, I get a welcome screen. I can set it to voltage. These are going to be small values. They should be reading 0, but they won't be. So as you can see, it's going between 0 and 0.1 volts. Current and power. It flips through them really quickly. I can set the resolution here, and I'll get more decimal places, but the refresh rate will be slower. If I go to voltage, you can see it's reading a very small value. And if I press data hold, the value will stay constant. Now the value will stay constant until I press data hold again, but it can also change when I change modes. It gets reset. The danger LED will turn on when the voltage, the current, or the power are too high. And if I'm in data hold mode, it'll still go off. It'll still measure, and it'll still tell you if the voltage changed to too high a value. Currently, I have these two meters set up to read voltage and current. This is the power supply, and it is in this configuration along with my multimeter. So as you can see, this is reading 1.74 volts. This is reading 1.79, and I could flip this switch, and it would, if I change the voltage, it would change very quickly along with the voltage. But if I flip the switch again, it'll change the voltage and read very slowly. So as you can see, it's refreshing very slowly. So right now it's reading 2.237 volts, and this is 2.25. This is reading 362 milliamps. This is reading 366. So as you can see, the current is fairly accurate now. 233 milliamps versus 236. And if I go ahead and read power, it will automatically calculate how many watts. So I can increase this to half a watt or decrease it. This is showing you the limits of the multimeter. Currently, this is the only power supply I have access to, and it can put out, for this power resistor, up to 1 amp. So if I go to the 6-volt rail, and I put this up to about 6 volts. That's 6 volts and 6 ohms, so that should be about 1 amp. This is reading exactly 1 amp, just under now. And that's as high as I can read. It can also read backwards, so it can read -1 amp. Now I have the multimeter connected directly to the power supply. So if I put this on the 20-volt rail, I can see that the multimeter, if I put it to voltage, it's reading 3.072. So if I increase this to say 18 volts, this is reading 18.861. It's reading 18.59. This should go up to 20, somewhere around there. 21, 20.8. I can set this to negative. So this will also read out a negative value, -17. And small negative values, -2.29,